It's a new day of the week, and it's actually a new season. Hi, everybody. I am in a new location. You know what I did? I got out of the house because there was just so many distractions. I tried to do this video all morning, and you wouldn't believe all the distractions I had. But I wanted to walk up on the hillside behind my house anyway, and it is so beautiful up here. The leaves are falling all around me, and it is just so calming and peaceful up here. I brought my journal up here, and I'm just sitting by myself, and I'm just having a great old time. So I even brought my phone. I don't know why, because and then I thought, well, I'm glad because I'm going to chat with my friends while I'm sitting up here, and I just want to show you how beautiful it is up here. I hope you can hear these leaves while I'm talking to you because they're just falling all around me. And there's some butterflies up here too. So let me just span around a little bit and show you where I'm sitting. I'm up against this tree right now. Look at this tree, how pretty. And I'm just going to span around. That's my husband's wood pile back there. He works in the wintertime and the fall up here. But I hope you can see, because I can't see what you're seeing, but oh, it's so pretty up here. But, hi, it's me. So let me span around a little bit more. Up in the, this is a tree I'm up under. I hope you can see it. But yeah, it is just so, get my hand out of the way. It is so pretty up here. And I'm going to try to, if I get my big old hand out of the way, put you up here against the branch. It's going to be a weird angle, but I kind of like it. It's just different. So yeah, I'm just sitting up here. Like I said, I brought my journal, and like I said, there was just so many distractions. And I thought the first day of fall, just walk up on the hillside and look around, bring your journal, and just have some peace and calm. Last week was kind of a rough week for me. I had a lot of stuff going on. Oh yeah, I wasn't feeling well, and I had 2 doctor's appointments Thursday and Friday, and oh, I hope you can see those leaves. And I was at the doctor Thursday and Friday, and I ended up having to have an injection and a round of antibiotics, which I'm still on. And so, antibiotics don't make you feel good anyway, but I'm feeling some better. And so praise the Lord for that. So yeah, like I said, I have my journal up here, and I did write a poem for the first day of autumn, so I'm going to share that with you in a minute. And I just want to say I hope you're having a great start of the new week, and I hope you had a good weekend. It's just so nice to chat with you while I'm sitting here. I don't know how long I'm going to be up here because it is so nice here. And it is really warm, but I love it being warm. I know it's not going to be too long before it's going to be really cool, but I have my warm sweaters and boots and coats and everything, so I love to bundle up. That's one thing I love about autumn is, the sweaters and the boots and all the warm clothes. And of course, the leaves and the fall foliage and all the beautiful colors. So I really love that. So yeah, and let's see what happened last week besides those doctor's appointments and not really feeling well. Let's see. I went to Walmart, and y'all know I always have something to say about Walmart. So, when I was in Walmart, we was checking out, and there was a lady that was coming towards us, and all at once she said, what happened to my buggy? Well, I didn't know what happened to her buggy. I was checking out, but she actually wasn't talking to me or my husband. She was talking to the lady behind us, which I didn't realize that because I was doing the transaction, checking out and everything, and my husband, he was standing over beside me, and he was watching everything going on. And so he filled me in on it as we were checking out. And there's a spider over there, and I hope it gets away from me and everything. So if I get up running, that spider got after me. But so like I said, I heard that lady saying, what happened to my buggy? But I was trying to pay the cashier and everything, and so my husband said that the lady behind me told her, said, it's behind me. Well, she was really adamant. She did. I think what she did was she left her buggy sitting and either went, to the restroom or went to get something else, and she thought that, somebody was just going to leave her buggy sitting and just wait on her, evidently. And so my husband said that, she said it again. She said, "Where's my buggy?" Kind of, rough like. And so that woman just told her again, said, "Well, it's behind me." And so my husband, I got finished with the transaction and he poked me and he said, "Let's get out of here before the fur starts flying." And so we went on out of there. So I don't know what happened after we got out of there, but we weren't going to be a witness to it. So that's my Walmart tale for this week. But as the season goes on and the holidays come, it's going to get worse than Walmart. And I'm going to do my shopping, early in the morning or late at night. I don't want to be in there when all that mess happens. So that's my Walmart deal. So anyway, and another thing, I went to like one of these discount stores that I go to and everything. And you know what I found? The Teavana breakfast tea. That's a really good tea, and I really like that. But it can be on the pricey side. But they had it marked down for $1, just $1. And I think the maybe the due date on it or something was a couple days out or something. But tea, I don't know if it expires or anything, but I have tea in my cabinet that's 2 years old, and I'm still drinking it, and it's good. So there was probably about maybe 12, 13, 14 boxes of that on the shelf. Well, you know what I did? I cleaned that shelf out, and I got every bit of that tea for $1. I think it's like $12, $13 or something a box, regularly. So I got a deal on that tea, and I had some this morning, and it is so good. I love that Teavana breakfast tea. So I got a deal on that for $1 for, that tea. So yeah, I wanted to tell you about that. So yeah, so I'm going to read my my poem to you about the first day of fall, and it's called Autumn's Arrival. The air, a crisp and gentle sigh, paints gold and crimson in the sky. A whispered breeze, a turning page, as summer leaves the sunlit stage. The scent of spice and wood smoke near, a cozy comfort chasing fear. A favorite sweater, soft and warm, welcomes a new, delightful morn. The world is dressed in vibrant hues, a tapestry of browns and blues. The first day of this quiet grace, a smile upon the season's face. So that was my poem for the first day of fall. So I'm enjoying this first day of fall. It's such a beautiful day. It's still a little bit warm, but like I said, it's not going to last long. So yeah, so I hope you all are enjoying the first day of fall. So like I said, I brought my journal, and I'm actually writing a new story. So it is such a beautiful place to write a story. And yeah, so I'm not going to keep you too long. Like I said, I'm still not feeling the best, but I am doing better. And I hope you all are having a beautiful first day of fall. And I hope to do another video later in the week if I can, if I'm not distracted too much. But what I originally did this morning was I was going to try to do it in my kitchen while my husband was out to town. He had to go get some lab work done. But by the time I got everything set up and sat down to do it, he came back home, so I didn't get to do it. And then I was going to go out in my yard, and I thought that's just such a pretty place. I hadn't done a video in my yard yet. And so when I got out in my backyard, and I took an old chair out there and was going to sit out there, and my neighbor came out next door and brought his grandchildren out there, and one of the little boys come running, and so I didn't get to do it out there, so I went back in, and I thought, I'm going to walk up on the hill and take my journal, just spend some time, out there. But, I wasn't going to lug a tripod and everything up on the hill, so by the time I got up here, like I said, I brought my phone and everything, and I thought, well, I'm so glad I brought my phone, because I'm going to chat with my friends up there. So yeah, and I'm so glad I did, so you can enjoy all this scenery. And I hope this video turns out pretty good because, you know, it's kind of a little bit darker up here under the trees and everything, but I'm going to go ahead and upload it anyway. So hope you have a great day, everybody. Have a blessed day. And so just want you to know that Jesus loves you, and so do I. And have a great day. Bye-bye.